Hello kids, hope you have done the practice of exercise 7A and 7B of RS Aggarwal fractions. So in today's class, let's begin with the next exercise 7C. So this exercise is based upon the equivalent fractions which we have learned. So what is the equivalent fraction? So equivalent fractions are the fractions which have the same value but they look like different. That means their numerators and denominator or whole of them as a fraction, they are represented by different numbers but their value is same, right? We have done many questions on this in Ganit Prakash. Let's pick exercise 7C now. So first question here is that write 5 fractions equivalent to each of the following. So I'm picking first question here. Question number 1, for the first part 2 by 3, we have to find the equivalent fractions. So the best way to do this thing is start multiplying with 2, because if you are going to multiply it with 1, we are going to get the same thing. So let's multiply with 2. That means if I am multiplying the numerator with 2, I will have to multiply the denominator also with 2. So what I am going to get here is 4 by 6 here, right? Similarly, what we can do is now we will multiply again with the next number 3. So this will form 6 by 9. Next, let's multiply this with 4 now. 4 into 4. We have 8 by 12. Next one, we will multiply this with 5. So we will have 10 by 15. And now, next we are going to multiply this with 6. This will give us 12 by 18. So, all the 5 fractions we have find out are equivalent to 2 by 3. These all. That means if you simplify them, you will get the same number. Okay. So this is a method using which we can find out the equivalent fraction of any given fraction. Right. So kids, this is one question. I'm also picking another question for you. Let me pick question number 6 now. Okay. Let me just rub this very fast. And same thing we are going to apply. We are going to multiply the numerator and denominator with the same number. Okay. So that we get the equivalent fractions here. We have question number 6, which is 6 by 11. So first multiply 6 by 11 with 2. We will get 6 into 2 is 12 by 22. 6 by 11 into 3, we will have 18 by 33. 6 by 11 into 4, we will have 24 by 44. 6 by 11 into 5, we will have 30 and 55. 6 by 11 into 6, we have 36 by 66. So these are the equivalent fractions of the given fraction. So kids, this is very easy and we know that how we have to find it. So the questions I'm marking in red are homework for you. Next we have show that the following are pairs of equivalent fractions. So what we have to do here is we have to simplify and tell whether the given fractions are equivalent or not. So we have done such questions. We know how we can do this. What we are going to do is we are going to simplify them. In order to simplify them, we are going to find a number which is a fraction of both the numerator and the denominator. Okay. Question number 2, first part I am picking 5 by 6 and 20 by 24. So if you see 5 by 6, this is the simplest form. It cannot be reduced further. Okay. So we are going to pick 20 by 24 and we are find a number which is a fraction of both the numbers such that it divide both the numbers completely. 4 is one number. So this is 4 into 5 is 20. 4 into 6 is 24. So we have simplified this and it has become 5 by 6. So one fraction is 5 by 6. This fraction on simplifying becomes 5 by 6. So that means both of them are equivalent fractions. Okay. Equivalent fractions, because when they are simplified, they are giving the same values. This is done. Now I'm picking the sixth part, kids. Sixth part we have 180 by 200 and 9 by 10. 9 by 10, it doesn't have any factor common. So this is already simplified. Coming to 180 by 200, right? This 0 and this 0 can be cut. So we have 18 by 20 now. So how we can do? Let's start with 2. 2 into 9 is 18. 2 into 10 is 20. So on simplification, this also became 9 by 10. That means both are equivalent, right? Similarly, kids, if you see here, this one, 15 by 20, 40, sorry, this can be divisible by 5. So it will be 5 into 3 is 15, 5 into 8 is 40. So that means they are also equivalent fraction, right? Now, coming to this question, what we have 2 by 9, which cannot be further simplified, and 14 by 63. So let's try to do this with 7. We have 7 into 2, 7 into 9. So both are equal. This is also simplified. So similarly, kids, we have to find a number which is factor of both the numerator and denominator. Now coming to question number 3, what it says is, show that the given fractions are not equivalent. Now we have to see if the given fractions are equivalent or not. So let's pick the second part because it is very much similar to what we have done before. So I'm picking this part only, 3 by 10 and 12 by 50. So we know that 3 and 10, they are the simplest form, cannot be further simplified. This will be as is. So I am picking 12 by 50. Okay. So this will come in the table of 2. This is 2 into 6 and 2 into 20. 2 into 25. 6 by 25. Now 6 and 25, they are not a factor of, they don't have any common factor. And this number cannot be simplified further. So that means they are not the equivalent fractions because 3 by 10, this here we have 3 by 10 and here we have 6 by 25. Similarly, we can also find the 16 by 21 and the other one we have 7 by 13 and 5 by 11. So 7 by 13 cannot be again simplified. This is the simplest form. 5 by 11 is also simplest form. That means they are not equivalent. Similarly, if we see here, so we have 16 and 21, which are not common to any, this is not common to any table. It does not have any factor common in them. So they are also not equivalent, right? So this is done. Now we have to find the equivalent fraction of 5 by 9. Question number 4, we have to, first question I am picking. For 5 by 9, we have to find the equivalent fraction such that denominator is 54. Okay. So kids, if you see that this 54 has 9 as a factor, that means if you multiply 9 with 6, we get 54. So if I have to find the common fraction, what I am going to do? I am going to multiply both the numerator and denominator with 6 so that I get the equivalent fraction. So we have 9 into 6 is 54 and 5 into 6 is 30. So the fraction which is equivalent to 5 by 9 will be 30 by 54. Okay, so understand how we have done this. We have to find a fraction which is equivalent to 5 by 9. Okay, and the denominator of that equivalent fraction which we have to find out should be 54, right? So this is the question given to us. Here we can see that numerator is missing. We have to find the numerator, and we also know that if we multiply 9 with 6, we'll get 54, right? So what we have done, we have multiplied 9 with 6, and since we have multiplied the denominator with the number 6, we have to multiply the numerator also. So on multiplying, we are getting 30 here. Sorry, 30 here. So this 30 by 54 is the equivalent fraction, right? And second one, we have to find the equivalent fraction here. I'm doing this question, same question, second part. Now for 5 by 9, again we have to find a fraction such that the numerator is 35 and the denominator we have to find out. So what we are going to do, we know that if we multiply 5 with 7, we get 35. Okay. So same thing, again we are going to multiply the numerator with 7 and also we'll have to multiply the denominator also. So this will give us 63. So the required fraction which is equivalent to 5 by 9 is 35 by 63. Okay, so this question is done, kids. Similarly, we have more questions which are same. Find the equivalent fraction of 6 by 11 having numerator as 48, denominator is 66. So this is homework. This is homework. Now let me do question number 7 here. Okay, let me pick question number 7 now. So in question number 7, we have to find the equivalent fraction of 24 by 30 having a numerator of 4 here. Okay, so question number 4, we have 24 by 30, question number 7, sorry, 24 by 30 with the numerator of 4. Question number 7, this is 7. Okay, so we have to find the denominator first. So kids, if you see here that if we multiply 6 to 4, we will get 24. Okay, so if I multiply 6 with 4, I will get 24 here. That means in the denominator also, I have to multiply this with 6 to get 30, right? So what is the number which we multiply by with 6 and we will get 30? This will be 5. Okay, so answer will be 5 here. The equivalent fraction will be 4 by 5. Okay, easy. What we have done, we are given a fraction and we have to find the equivalent fraction in a way so that the numerator is 4. What we have done, we know that if we multiply 4 with 6, we will get 24. So if we are multiplying the numerator with a number, we have to multiply the denominator also. So a number multiplied with 6 is giving us 30. What is the number? That number is 5. So the fraction becomes 4 by 5. It is the equivalent fraction of the given fraction 24 by 30. Okay. Now coming to question number 8. Find the equivalent fraction of 56 divided by 30 having a denominator 5. Okay. So here the denominator is 5. So kids, again here you see if we multiply 5 with 14, we will get 70 here. Here also we have to multiply the numerator with 14 to get 56. So what is the number which when multiplied with 14 will give us 56? It is 4. So kids, if you know the table, we know the table of 14. So that's why I'm straight away telling it is 4, right? If you know the table, it's fine. If you do not know the table, there might be a scenario where you don't know the table or it is a very big number. Then what we will do? Just write this equation. 56 is equal to a number multiplied with 14. So that means if we multiply a number with 14, we will get 56. So to find out the number, what we will do? That number will be equal to 56 divided with 14. Just do the normal division and find out the required number. Okay, so this is how we have to do this question number 8. So kids, if you see rest all the questions which are given to us, question number 8, 9, 10, they are on the same thing where we have provided with either a numerator or denominator and we have to find the equivalent fraction of the given fraction to us, right? So I am marking the next two questions, question number 8 and 9 as homework for you. And for the 10, I am picking few parts. Question number 10, A part is we have to replace the box with the number. So 5 by 8 is given to us. 15 by dash we have to find. We have to find the correct number. Here also multiply the numerator and denominator with 3. Why with 3? Because we know 5 into 3 is giving us 15 here, right? And they are equivalent fractions. So we will get 15 and we will get 24 here. So the number in the box is 24. Okay, next I'm picking question number 5th here. We have 45 by 60 equal to 15 by something. So here you see kids, if I multiply 15 with 3, I will get 45, right? I will get 45. And to get 60, what we have to do? I will multiply the denominator with 3, right? So again, what is that number which when multiplied with 3 will give me 60? Divide 3 with 60 with 3. So that number will be 20. So that means the fraction which we want is 15 by 20 and the number in the box is 20 here. I'm writing 20. Rest question, same thing you have to follow. Okay. Next is find the missing numbers. Question number 11. 5 apples shared equally among 7 friends is same as dash apples shared equally among 28 friends. Same thing we have to do. We know we have 28 in the denominator, right? And we also know that if we multiply 7 with 4, we will get 28, right? So we are multiplying the denominator with a number. Same we have to do in numerator also. So this will become 20 by 28 and 20 is the number which we need here. Okay. So answer will be 20 apples. Same. Likewise, we have the second part of the same question where I'm just forming the equation and you have to solve. Okay. Question number 2, we have 9 kg of sugar divided into 8 equal packets is equal to 63 kg of sugar divided into dash packets. How many packets? So 9 into 7 will give us 63. Here also we will multiply with 7. This will be 56. So 56 packets is the answer here. Question number 12. Same questions we have done in Ganit Prakash where we have to simplify the given fraction. That means we have to reduce it into the lowest form. Okay. So I am picking question 1, 48 by 60. What we have to do? We have to find a number which is a common factor of both numerator and denominator, right? So if we see here that what is that number? So let us try to do this with 60. We know 6 into 8 is 48, 6 into 10 is 60. So we are dividing the numerator and denominator with 6. 6 into 8 is 48, 6 into 10 is 60. And we know 8 and 10 are again, that they have 2 as a common factor. So again with 2, I am doing 2 into 4 is 8, 2 into 5 is 10. So simplest form is 4 by 5 of question number 1. Okay. Now let me pick question number 5th here. We have 90 divided by 72. Right. So we have 90 divided by 72. Let's try to do this with 3. 3 into 30 and then 3 into 2 is 6. 3 into 4 is 12. We have 30 by 24. So kids, if you see this 30 and 24, we know it can be further reduced with 5. So 2 into 15 is 30. 2 into 12 is 24. 15 and 12, they again comes in the table of 3. So 3 into 5 is 15. 3 into 4 is 12. So the answer is 5 by 4 of question number 5. Right? Because now they cannot be further reduced. So similarly, kids, you have to do all the questions given here. You have to reduce them with their common factor. Now, last question, show that each of the following fraction is in its simplest form. That means it cannot be reduced further. So if we see the first question, 8 and 15, they are not coming in any common table. They do not have any common factor. So yes, they are in their simplest form. Same with 9 and 14, 25 and 36 also, and 49 with 64 also. All of them, they do not have any common factor except 1. Okay. So these fractions, they are already in their simplest form. Right? So this is the end of this particular exercise.